Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tiffany, chiropractor and holistic health and life coach. Today I'd like to talk to you about dis-ease. What is dis-ease and is it the same as disease? Well, dis-ease simply means a lack of ease. It means in terms of the body that the body is not functioning properly. So we have proper body function when the body is firing correctly on all its cylinders. Dis-ease, which is the lack of that proper function. And that dis-ease is what leads to disease, right? So when we think in terms of the lack of proper function, what is that caused by? Well, I'm glad that you asked. It's caused by those three key areas of our health that we talked through earlier. Our physical health, our mental health, our spiritual health, also including our relational health. So when we are focusing on those areas, right, and those areas are firing on all cylinders properly, meaning you're working on your mind, body, and spirit on a daily basis, then you can rest assured that your body is not headed in the direction of dis-ease or lack of ease. When we are not working on those areas, so whatever you aren't working on is dying, right? If you are working on it, it's living. But if you aren't, then of course anything that isn't worked properly, consistently, it dies, right? So when you aren't working on those areas, that's when that improper function starts to creep in and it causes disease. A lot of times we often think that we wake up one morning and we have high blood pressure, or we wake up one morning and we are a pre-diabetic. Well, that's not necessarily the case. If you take a moment to think about it, I'm sure that you've been to the doctor a couple of times and they mention your blood pressure being high, for example, or your blood sugar being high, right? So at that time, the body was not functioning properly and it was operating in that state of dis-ease. It's letting you know that something isn't right. At that moment, you have the option to change course, right? And go back into the proper direction by working on your diet, working on your stress levels, working on your exercise. All of those things are what tie into our dis-ease or lack thereof. So when you think in terms of your health, you have to remember that this is something that you have to be intentional about working on daily, so that your body doesn't move into that state of dis-ease, which leads to disease. There's also this spiritual component, right? So our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, all of those play a major role in how we respond to what happens to us and how our body responds. So take that into account as well. Your relational health, if you are not having good relationships or developing healthy relationships with people, that also plays a major factor in dis-ease or lack thereof. Remember, the goal is always to be working towards optimal health, and we want to continue to work to heal holistically. So think about how you can prevent your body from moving into that state of dis-ease and maintaining the level of ease, so that moving forward, you're continuing to work towards the goal of optimal health. Until next time, remember to heal holistically. Have a good one.